So hi guys and welcome to another video with me Abhilasha on Looking Good Feeling Fab. This is your channel for content on lifestyle, fashion, home decor, home improvement and most importantly self-development and self-improvement. Now this video is about self-development and I am doing a series of videos for this entire week on self-development. We started with video 1 where we discussed about the importance of having a definite purpose in life. So in video 1 I also discussed my biggest and most critical mistakes that I was making in terms of goal setting and working towards achieving those goals, which is why if you haven't seen video 1 I highly recommend that you watch video 1. The link is in the description box below and come back here after that to watch video 2. Now I'm assuming that after watching video 1 you have kind of very clearly defined 3 to 5 major goals that you want to achieve by the end of December 2019. I also highly encourage you to share those goals with us. Leave a comment below with your critical and most important goals for 2019 so that we can build a community and help encourage and support each other to achieve those goals. So I was just reading a book today by Napoleon Hill, and in that book there was a sentence which really hit me hard and I thought it made total sense to share it with you today. And in that sentence he said, in fact let me just pull the book out and read it out to you. So in this he says that the subconscious mind will not act upon any idea, plan or purpose which is not clearly expressed to it. In the preceding sentence you have a clue as to the major reason why so many people fail to get satisfactory results from their minds. Also, you have the major reason why people are failures instead of successes. So he says that unless you and me, we clearly define and express and tell our mind what it is that we are working towards and what it is we really want, unless it is clearly defined, the mind will not have clear instructions and will not work towards it. So just like we go to a restaurant and we say that I want a pizza, but we don't just say I want a pizza, we will say I want a thin crust pizza with an extra topping of mushrooms and an extra topping of pineapples and then an extra topping of cheese and jalapenos, and I want all this to be gluten free and whatnot. So we are very specific about what we want in a restaurant and what we want our dish to be like, which makes it easier for the people, the chef, to prepare it for you just like you like it. Similarly, our mind needs very clear instructions to achieve that. So now that we have that clear and we have our goals very clearly set for the end of the year, what is it that we need to do next? Number one thing is that these goals need to be in front of our eyes all day, every day and multiple times in a day. So if you have a goal list, then you need to go through that goal list as soon as you wake up, before you go to bed, and if you can squeeze in a few times in between, it is extremely important. And I'll tell you why. Since I have been doing that and since I have had my mind clearly focused on my goals, I have, the biggest thing is that the days that I do that, I am very efficient and with my time, I am very productive with my time. And on days that I do not do that, on days when my mind is not focused on the goals, I just watch Netflix all day long, and the day will just come to an end, and then end of the day I'm like, oh my god, I did nothing. So start your day with focusing on your goals and what you want to achieve in life. Otherwise time just flies and we all have very limited time on this earth to do what we really want to do. Okay, now how do you focus your mind on the goals? Since most of us are very visual people, I'm going to talk about 2 things that you can do in order to keep your mind focused on the goals every day and get it, and we can all get into a daily routine and a habit of doing these things. You can do both of them, one of them, do it alternate days, and then do it every day, maybe whatever works for you, but something that you need to start working towards. So number 1 is create a vision board, and there is a science behind it. So Oprah Winfrey has a vision board, very clear vision board that she talks about. Miss Perry made a vision board when she was 9 years old, and in that vision board was the image of a Grammy award. And a few years later, 10, 12, 15 years later maybe, she actually won that Grammy award, and she posted a picture of her vision board and her Grammy, which is so amazing. So a lot of celebrities and a lot of people who have achieved a lot of success have had vision boards. Now I'm going to show you what my vision board has looked like for a year or 2 years, or I don't know how many years it has been, but I put together these visuals that were very appealing to me and kind of made me feel good. So this is what it looks like right now. Now I'll tell you what I have done wrong with this vision board. One, these are random pictures, and at that particular point maybe I felt good looking at them, but a lot of times now when I look at it, some of these pictures don't even say much to me. Two, they're very random. It's not focused on a particular goal. It's very hodgepodge, it's not very clear. I'm literally looking at it and confusing my mind and saying, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want a house with white walls, I want a house with brick walls, I want a house with... I'm confusing my mind literally. So I decided to pull down this entire vision board. And Terry Savelle Foy, she has this really nice book that I read, and she talks about numbering your vision board. So if your number one goal is to earn X amount of money, you will put a check of X amount of money on your name and put it up there. So number it and put up a picture associated with that. If your number two goal is to buy a house, you will put up a picture of a house that looks exactly like the house you want and write number 2 next to it and put it up there. So keep it very focused. Even the vision board, you can see that my vision board was very here, there, everywhere and murky, which is why I wasn't getting much out of it. Your short-term goals is what necessarily need to be kept right in front of you, so that you are working towards them each day, every day, without losing focus and without losing momentum and without losing a single day. So that is a vision board. And if you want a detailed video only on vision boards, leave a comment below and let me know, and we can do a video only on vision boards. So the number 2 thing that I would highly recommend you start doing, and it is something I have kind of read about and learned and started doing only recently, is this thing called visualization. Now our human brain is different from the brain of an animal because we can visualize and we can imagine, which is something that the animals cannot do, which is why we have achieved so much and evolved so much, whereas they haven't. So it's purely because I can close my eyes and I can picture what happened yesterday and what happened in my entire life until now, and I can also close my eyes and think about and dream about and imagine what could be. I mean, the plane was in someone's imagination before it became a reality. The cell phone was in someone's imagination before it became a reality. So this is a great power that we possess, that we can visualize and we can imagine. So we need to use that. Now, how do you visualize? If you want a detailed video on how to visualize, also leave me a comment below and we can discuss that in detail. Almost every sports person, from Tiger Woods to Olympic gold medalist, in fact, I was just reading this book called The Source, which is written by a neuroscientist, Dr. Tara, and in that she is talking about visualization, and I'm going to tell you. In this book she's talking about visualization, and she says that without fail, in the run-up to a big competition, skier Lindsey Vonn, a multi-Olympic gold medalist, visualizes herself skiing the course. I always visualize the run before I do it. By the time I get to the start gate, I have run the race 100 times already in my head. picturing how I'll take every turn. Once I visualize a course, I never ever forget it. So I get on the right line and go through exactly the run the way I want to have it. Okay, visualization is a technique a lot of athletes employ. Everyone from Muhammad Ali to Tiger Woods have spoken about visualization as a big part of their mental preparation for a competition. So if world renowned Olympic gold medalists and athletes use visualization to achieve the kind of results they want to achieve, it should be very easy for us to do it as well. Now, one word of caution is that with visualization and with creating a vision board, when you look at it, you should feel a lot of emotion of being really happy, and how you would feel when those particular things actually happen. So attaching it to emotion is very very important. However, do not do the reverse. You shouldn't be looking at your vision board and thinking, हाय अभी तक नहीं हुआ, कब होगा, oh my god, ये तो हो ही नहीं रहा, so and so person has already achieved such and such thing and this one has already achieved, मेरा कब होगा. So looking at the vision board shouldn't like pull you down and make you go into a deep state of depression. It should do just the opposite. You should link it to emotions of feeling satisfied and feeling successful and happy at having achieved your goal. So this was my video for today. I hope you enjoyed video number 2 in this series. If you did, please leave me a comment below. Share your goals, share your techniques, share everything so that we can all learn from each other. I will see you very very soon in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, please. I will see you soon.